You're damn right. It's
They were,
folks.
They were calling for it in chat.
They needed it. The
There he
patriarch
is.
of the Poon clan, R.I.P. Barry. Gary now amongst us. Larry, we're waiting for Mary, Harry, and the rest of the Poons.
You know, I don't usually this time is blocked, so that's why I've never been on the show before.
Why is it blocked?
Well, I have two daughters, 10 and 7, and they have activities. So there's gymnastics, there's tennis, there's music lessons. There's
Real
all
quick, are
kinds
they
of
any
stuff.
good?
Oh no, terrible.
No.
But because they're not good. They're not
Yeah.
I'm not athletic, folks. You can see my head on the YouTube. It's very large.
It's
I
a
have very
big
large
skull.
head.
Yeah.
So last week, before you texted saying, "Hey, can you come on the show?" I get an email from the music instructor saying, "Hey, sorry, I need to cancel for next Tuesday."
Which would have been
I
tonight.
can't take it anymore.
Because we have to put our family dog down.
Oh.
Benji's been with us for a long time, and I'm like, I
don't need
you
to know any of
You
that.
could have stopped it. I just need to cancel. Now
Yeah.
I got to carry around this fucking guy's grief,
Yeah.
and then I got to bring it up, and I got to bring it up next week. I got to say, hey, then I got to
Hey, how
I
you
gotta do
holding up?
that fucking spiel where you're like, as a dog owner, the only thing you can do that's best for him is you have to take him that final step. That's how you know that's the toughest thing is you have to help them over the rainbow bridge.
They deserve to cross it, but you got to place them on it
You did the right thing.
with
So I gotta
sodium
bring that up.
pentothal to the neck.
So now I got to bring that up. And
Did you tell your
Oh.
daughter why the class was canceled? Did you
No,
tell her
I
about
did
the
not.
dead dog?
I did not
I'm going to
bring
tell
that
her
up.
when I meet her.
I can't wait to be. I'm going to take her in the other room. Joe's going to give her a cigarette, and I'm going
You
to
have
tell
a
her,
minute?
hey, real quick. So speaking of horrors with your lovely daughters, both of which I absolutely love, especially, listen, I can't pick favorites, but you're younger.
Is that the one who
It's just a 3D
the
printed
oldest.
copy of you.
Yep.
Yeah, the littlest one.
I want to apologize. So last time I was here, I was about 10, 11 drinks deep. And I don't remember any of the conversation we had during that impromptu.
Well, did you
pod.
listen to the show?
I
or-
listened to a little of it, but a little bit.
It gets better and better as
do
it
you
goes.
feel
Oh,
like
really?
Did you feel like you felt ungrateful? Is that how you
I
felt?
do a little bit.
You didn't
People
listen to the
call
end?
me- I did not listen to the
You
end.
don't remember what happened at the end?
I just heard that it was very depressing. I have.
It ends on such a hilarious accidental note. Do you not remember what happened at the end?
No.
Dead serious.
No.
You were going in for this really tender moment. I mean, really, it was like, wait a minute, let Tony speak. This is from the heart. He's 50. It's a milestone for any person.
Yeah.
And you just start to discuss who you were and who you are. And we're leaning in. And you accidentally yank the whole fucking cable out of the back of your mic. And you keep talking for about 10. And you just hear you like 100 yards away. And then this moment just gets its wings clipped hard as shit. And we never get back. We never let you finish.
Oh man. Well, this place it's great to be here. This place still looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah, you did say
but-
that the last time.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was happy that the way that you reacted to your birthday party, I liked it. I also liked that because Justin, as you know, wherever he is, he wants to be at the next place, whatever that is.
Mhm.
If he's home, he wants to get the fuck out of there.
And yeah,
If he's here, he's got to get the fuck home.
Yeah.
If he's wherever he
I'm
is,
Gramps.
he doesn't want to be wherever he is.
I'm trying to get away from myself, but I'm always there.
You wouldn't let him leave. You drank
Yeah.
16 glasses of water.
I had because I shouldn't have driven. That was a poor decision on my part, and I need to make sure I had about 6 gallons of water before I.
You got it.
Hey,
Yeah.
did you have
You got
to,
it
Did you
in
n-
spades.
now I'm trying to remember, do you live in Crofton, right?
I live in Crofton. Yes.
Okay, so
about
what's that
20
about
minutes away.
25 minutes?
Yeah, 20, 25.
Did you have to pee during the ride?
No, I did not.
You didn't.
That's
Yeah. In fact,
remarkable considering
not
the
only that,
swimming pool of water you
But I
drank.
passed like 5 different police cars on the way home, and
Yeah.
there's no
Man.
way.
It just waved. Hey guys, easy W for here tonight.
That's why you get the self-driving car. I told this story on 98 Rock, but the self-driving car, you know how they say you never forget how to ride a bike? You definitely forget how to drive a car.
We saw that. We
That's all
brought this up when
without a doubt.
what happened when Joe
He
took
drove.
over.
He like drove in just to a cone.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like you just don't.
When it was my turn. But what happened was this past weekend, my girlfriend was here with her daughter and her daughter's friend. The weekend of the party. Sorry,
Yeah,
the weekend
yeah,
of the party. Her daughter's friend. There was a lot of people that met here at the house, so there was a bunch of cars in the parking lot. I had to move her car, and I had eaten an edible. I was in no condition to drive, but all I was doing was turning. I was just moving it into the next spot.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I forgot that cars had to be turned on, and I was trying to figure out how to do that. I had to get it in reverse. I had to move it on. It was
It
I
was a
should-
clown show.
I shouldn't have done that. I pull it back where it's supposed to be in the parking lot. About 25 minutes later, I look out. The car's on. Because the Tesla The hell was that? The Tesla you just get out of.
The guy you told, no, feel free to keep moving during the
Yeah,
show.
there's somebody. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But so I shouldn't have been driving. I left the car on for 25 minutes. I'm like, ha ha ha. Sorry, I left your car on. She's like, tee hee, that's funny. She comes out the next day. It's in drive.
What
I left the car in drive.
with the e-brake up?
I don't know how it. I don't know how
That's the
it didn't go somewhere. But when they got into the car, the car was off, but it was in drive.
holy
that is,
shit,
yeah,
man. Yeah,
that's
you
not-
definitely turned the car off, but that's not great.
I just forgot how to do those things. That's all.
Just
I
driving,
forgot.
that's
I just
all.
Forgot.
So, Tony, alluding to your daughters, you said, was it the youngest one that
Yes.
asked you something kind of randomly? Was it today? When was it?
No, this past weekend, I'm getting over a little bit of an illness. So you might hear in my throat a little bit, although frankly, you probably
How
can't
old
tell.
is the daughter
sound-
that asked
This
you?
is a
The
7-year-old.
7-year-old.
And I guess that was kind of in a moment of just really actually thought through what she was asking. And she asked me, she goes, Daddy, what's your biggest fear?
Good God,
Oh,
man!
God.
You know
And
you
I-
don't have to tell the truth, right? You know,
That's what in my head, I
Honey,
should have
werewolf.
responded.
we're all gonna die.
But I got serious and I was like, my biggest fear is that I'll be in some kind of situation where I can't support mommy and you and Molly and the family. And I would just be really,
Good idea.
that would
Lay
be
that
really,
on her.
yeah. And then I was like, what's your biggest fear? She's like, elephants.
I thought she was gonna say it's the same thing that you won't be able to
Same
provide.
thing.
She's like, nah, they're big. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to ever.
When I look at dad and go, this is our lifeline. When I look at father and say, this is the provider we've been placed with by fate.
When
This
you,
is the man that sees to it that I and my beloved sibling eat. What cruel God?
So when your son is in therapy
Yeah.
20 years from now,
If he fucking
20.
ends up in therapy.
what is he going to say about you, Justin? Like, what is the thing that he's going to complain about? The opening statement that he's going to then have to kind of unpack.
Yeah, what is going to be what he brings? There's a joke in my house that these kids are so cared for that we say if they end up when they leave the room after whatever fuckery or whatever minor complaint they turn into a mountain, we look at each other and go, if they end up on a goddamn sofa one day, I swear to God, because they are, I mean, really red carpeted through life. I mean, we're really providing them with
right?
quite a bit.
Don't fuck this up.
Yeah,
It's such an easy ride for you.
It's been that it's been an easy ride with clearly still doing some parenting, not handing them everything. But I struggle to think of what he'll look back and go, man, my dad didn't do this or said that. Or I mean, there was one night where I reached over years ago and thought I was grabbing Mudge and I grabbed a handful of his ass because he snuck in bed with us. So I accidentally felt him up.
okay.
Maybe we showered together a little too long. Maybe that's one. That's
Yeah.
one.
All
Because I
right.
joke about that with my dad. I always say, yeah, I showered my dad until I was 14. Not true. It was like 10.
10 still.
10 still way too
10
long.
ain't great.
Not great. No,
No.
but it was probably
What's
that.
that? The 5th grade? That's
Yeah,
not good.
That's not good. No, but I
You're in
definitely
middle school the next year.
1 year later, it was like I just got done looking
Yeah,
at my
yeah.
dad's dick. That just stopped. So I probably showered with him until he was 8. Maybe I would
Yeah.
say that.
All
Yeah.
right.
8's
Yeah,
the 3rd grade.
8th, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
What is the cutoff of that?
It's not 3rd grade. I can tell you that. You
It's
want
probably 3rd grade.
to
Like,
cut that shit out
get
a lot
it- get it
sooner
here.
than that.
get the fuck in here with
I
me.
mean,
Come on.
yeah, I don't.
Look at dad's gross balls that
Can
are
I
right
ask this?
temple high.
I don't think I know you. I know that you have no nefarious intent.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it at the age of 8?
Uh,
You're saving water? Are you?
it's a get him clean thing.
Okay.
If I just put him in, I'm like, I'm going to shower.
Oh, if you leave it up to his own devices,
It's nothing's getting washed.
Right.
Nothing's
Yeah.
getting clean. I mean, by the way, he's in 5th grade, about to go into 6th. I still have to have him in a fucking rear naked and scrub his teeth like a horse. I still have to brush his teeth. If I leave it to his own devices, they're disgusting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I let him do it. I watch him. I'm like, sing happy birthday twice in your head. That's how long you're supposed to do it for. I'm like, give me the fucking thing. And then just, that might be it. That I get him in a headlock because I'm like, I need to go to bed.
Is he fighting you?
Oh, yeah. Like a fucking tiger. Like, get out of there. And I'm
Has he been to the dentist?
yeah, he's got 3 cavities.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, it's
right?
not great. Because
The only clean teeth are the ones that you've under duress. you've
the
been
ones
able to
I'm
find.
in there just fucking grinding away like
I
we're
can't
getting
get that bicuspid.
that might be it. But as far as like language, no, I don't get inebriated around him. I try and
Now, do
be
you yell at your son?
never.
Because
Nah.
I do this thing where I don't yell at my kids, but I will raise my voice and tell them that I'm raising my voice. And
Are they?
and
Do
it
they?
sounds like
do they
you
respect?
want me to raise my voice because I'm raising
My
Yeah.
voice.
And now they don't respect it.
They don't
No.
respect your authority.
No, they do. Well, they do now. Yeah.
They do.
Now, what point, Joe? Because you have older kids. At what
Yeah.
point does the 1, 2, 3 stop working?
Well, first of all, that
So I can do that.
listen,
I am on the
one,
edge of that.
guys. I gotta tell you guys.
That is a
something.
huge technique in my house. The 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
I've never made it to 3, and I feel like he's
Yeah.
about to challenge.
Yeah.
me.
Can I tell you something that Sheila, her current, what's her name now? Evans.
Mm.
Previously Sheila Robinson.
Sheila Evans Howard Schlegel.
That's right. What she told me when we were raising our children, when her and I were married, was she said, I'm not counting to 3. When I tell you to do something, you do it immediately. I'm not giving you an opportunity to not. Now, of course, I had always been counting to 3 my
That's a
whole
pretty
life.
standard
Yeah,
technique.
But she put that to it. And I tell you what, my children, it's all her, and I'm very grateful. But my children are kind, first of all. That's the first thing I care about, right? They're
Mhm.
kind. Both of them are. And they both are self-sustaining. So whatever I needed to do, I did it. A lot of it, most of it was her. I
So
had
99% is really Sheila.
it's.
not-
I would say it might even be more than that. Because if it was left up to me, there was never be a home cooked meal. We'd be all the television shows that they watch. They've been watching too
You'd
early.
be watching Total Recall at age 6.
Here's a toy to go. Here's what video game do you need in order to get you over there so I can watch the
Hogan's
Monday-
Heroes
right,
reruns and
so I
shit.
can watch my sports or whatever. No, but she was a very, she read all the books, stacks and stacks of books.
She made appointments to get them looked at.
Right,
That's
everything
a
you
huge thing
needed
I'm
to
finding
do.
out. Like I do think about that. Like if
Yeah,
Mudge
yeah.
kicks the bucket and I'm left with these 3, well, 2 of them are probably gonna go with their dad. But if I'm left with Evan, I'm like, all right, we're fucking in this together now.
Yeah,
okay.
our buddy
yeah.
Roy Scoble does a bit where he's like, if my wife died, my first question to my daughters would be like, where do you go to school?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had that happen
Yes.
every
Yeah.
time I take my kids to an appointment. I'm going for that appointment for the first time. I have no idea who their doctors are.
None.
Yeah.
Ask
No
me who my
case
kid's
history.
general is. I got no idea.
They're like,
Who's
"When's the
their
last-
dentist?"
When's the last time they got shots? I don't know. I don't
What
know.
shots? Were they shot? What is this? Sir? Like drugs? And I did think you and I are playing the 1, 2, 3 game. I have thought about what I'm going to do when I get to 3. I'll count to 4. Okay.
2.5.
Okay.
2 or
4.
3
How about 5? At 6, would you
Yeah.
consider it? At 7, just tell me to go fuck myself. And at 8, I'll do it. Yeah. I don't think there's going to be because he's, I've never hit him. I've never shaken him. I have gotten a good neck grip. I
Oh.
have done that. I've walked him down the fucking hall like a prisoner to
man.
brush his teeth. I think the most I've ever really gotten on him was we've had a million bathroom issues because of like clogging, and the guy that helped fix my toilets after they clogged for the 13th time and flooded found food in the pipes. They'd been flushing and stuffing food they didn't want to eat. And I almost fished a piece of fish, a fished fish, out of the bathroom trash can that he snuck in that he didn't want to eat and put it back on his plate.
Oh,
I did it, but I fucking considered it, and cooler heads prevailed, and we just threw it away.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you took and wrapped it in a paper towel and like hid it. And I smell salmon coming out of the toilet.
Quick apology. I'm the one to put the half pot sticker back into the pan.
Yeah.
during
Why,
the
you didn't
1
like
million.
it?
Yes, that's
It
so
was
funny.
okay. It was good food, not enough of it. Yeah, I did. I
Not enough of it, but you didn't finish the thing that you took.
God, that is so funny.
So I did leave early from that.
Yeah.
I heard people call me out last
Yeah,
week.
so it was brilliant because I've known you for 20 years. So your Irish goodbye is it's the Jordan to my bird as far as 2 people that are able to just Batman the fuck out of a
Mhm.
room like Commissioner Gordon was just talking
Yeah.
to him and they're gone. Hell, I did it at a thing
Yeah.
with Joe over the weekend. I just fucking disappeared.
It didn't phase me. I
No,
knew it
'cause
was happening.
it's Justin.
Yeah,
Okay, if Rob does it, if you do it, I'm mad if
Yeah.
you do it to me. I do it
Yeah.
to you. You're like,
well,
who cares?
we have all have our own thing.
We got
right?
our stuff, and
Yeah.
mine is not saying goodbye. But I saw you, and do you remember the first thing you said to me?
I said I'm going to be out of here in 20 minutes.
And it was about 15, and I
Yeah.
respected it. How did you get
So-
out? How was it? Give us your review of the Million Download
Now,
Party.
Despite how I come across in this podcast or the Tony and Chris show or the Larry Poon show and all that bravado, I'm actually an immensely shy person.
Are you an
and
agoraphobic?
not just very socially awkward. Is that
Yeah.
I fear crowds.
super? No, not for your crowds, just socially awkward.
yeah.
So I kind of latched on to Eric for most of the night. And then not most of the night, I guess 5 minutes because I was out in 20 minutes. But
most of
to
your
me,
night.
most of my
right?
night. So I'm standing next to Eric, and I was kind of just eating my food, and I look up, and here's another guy I come across, and he started talking about conspiracy theories, and they were talking about like there wasn't joking about. It was
They're
just
talking about the
Yeah.
deep state
they
and
were
AI
getting
centers
deep,
and
Sandy Hook,
The
just
Illuminati,
Pizzagate, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I am out.
chemtrails.
I'm,
Oh, you didn't
yes,
want to.
who really killed Charlie Kirk? Yeah.
yeah. So
Did
yeah, I was
you-
like, I don't need this. I
You
don't-
left because of a conversation that Eric Woodworth was having
Yeah,
with
so-
someone else.
So I that I was like, this is time to get away from this situation. So I moved over and I was like, who am I gonna try to? And everybody's having a great time. It's a fantastic night. Everybody's engaged in a lot of
Uh-huh.
conversation. I didn't want to be the guy entering into any of those conversations, like you did, Joe. Like no one was really talking to you at all.
Yeah,
And you were just kind of like, it kept coming up to me, which is not. That's a sign that things
yeah,
aren't
things are
well.
going badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to interrupt these people. I'm just gonna fade.
Do you remember the second thing we talked about before you left?
No one
I
was
do
really.
We never
talking.
spoke again.
I did
said
not say
hello to you,
goodbye.
And we never I saw you once and was like, I'm glad Tony's here. And then I was, pinballing around the room. And then the next thing you know, I look around like he's in the fucking wind. He
Yeah.
called his shot too,
But
which is beyond impressive. I
I'm
was happy.
surprised that it's because Eric ran him off. Right now, but let me go back to nobody was talking to me. Okay,
That was sad.
I mean,
Because
my
you're really the
girlfriend was
basis.
there.
Yeah, but
The
she wasn't
mid-
even talking
The
to you, Joe.
midshipmen were there.
There was a part I looked around and again, I was only
Stan
there for
was
20 minutes.
there.
Nobody was talking to you. You were just kind of like wandering around. Like, I want somebody to talk. You came up to me 3 times in the 20 minutes I was there because no one else fucking wanted to talk to you.
No, that's the
It's
show title.
so disrespectful.
Show title: No one wants to talk to Joe.
It's so
I
disrespectful.
don't believe that to
you're
be
part-
true.
You're a major reason why we're there. The amount
Yeah.
of content that
No,
you
no,
create
A
where I-
third?
where I have songs that I get because you're an inspiration.
Sure,
Joe.
no, I appreciate that. Yeah,
The Zoom meeting, oh my God, one of the masterpieces that you made. God, you know what? Now that I'm recalling it in my mind, not a lot of people talk to you. You were kind of floating around looking for a
Yeah.
place to fit in, occasionally getting one of these. Sorry, it's like a YouTube thing, but some backs were
that
being
did not
turned.
happen. That did not happen. No, I will say this. I remember every time I was in one place, I remember saying to myself, I can't stay in this one place too
Okay.
long.
All
I
right.
definitely did that. Now, the idea that doesn't mean that everybody wanted to talk to me. I'm not claiming that. I'm sure there were people that did not want to talk to
Steph
me.
talked to you to try to get a name from someone.
Yeah.
Jared writes, no one talked to Joe because Joe talks to them.
Thanks, Jared.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Jared was there also. But
Yeah,
that was
no,
a pretty nice turnout though, right?
That was a fantastic.
That was
turnout.
pretty nice for a local podcast
Yeah.
that's kind of on the way up to pack a place and to have that like diversity of listenership
and for them to all get along without you guys actually having.
There
really
was
engage.
no
without me having to
bullshit.
talk to him.
while being left alone. Yeah. No crying, no tears, no hooking up, no nothing. The She LP new episode on the Patreon, patreon.com/the She LP agenda. A wonderful recap of the night. Go back. I love that. So yeah, if you want another angle from some people that were there, the She LP did an excellent job with that. And I enjoyed it. Hey, speaking of kids, do you ever do the day camp for your
I
little
do.
ones? You do day
because
camp?
there's a tax write-off I didn't know about. So I've been
Nuh-uh.
like
Really?
losing out. Yeah, you can write off tax. Any camp you can write off as part of your taxes.
Holy shit!
So I
well,
didn't
thank you
realize
for this.
Yeah, this is the first year I learned that. So I signed my kid up for every fucking camp possible. Because one, having kids home during the summer is a
Horrendous.
nightmare.
Yes, you don't
Yeah.
want to spend time with your kids.
I don't think teachers will ever get paid enough to put up with what they have to put up throughout the year.
With
Yeah.
your little bastards.
Yeah.
No,
they need a reprieve.
it's half education, it's half babysitting.
So,
I
yeah,
get
we're,
that.
We're all about camps.
So-
Any possible camp.
Do they have themes to them?
They do. A couple camps. There's an art camp. There's a tennis camp one's doing. There's another camp where they have themed days. What did you sign up?
Ours was so it's called Smart Fit Kids. It's 8 weeks, but you can pick any 2 weeks, 1 week, 5 weeks,
Yeah.
however much you want to pay for. So we signed him up for last week. He did the culinary thing, and they took him to a really nice restaurant. What's a local restaurant's real nice? Think
Well,
about
we
a
gotta
local
ask
Maryland
Carlheim.
restaurant.
According to Carlheim, it's Hardee's.
I can assure you that he's never eaten here.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's which we're gonna fucking get into in a second. You sons of bitches are gonna have us driving all around town for that.
No,
fast
no,
food
no.
feast.
Carlheim's
Okay.
getting that, which we will talk about.
Carlheim's doing it. All right.
Yeah, Carlheim's going to have to do that because
Okay.
I don't know where there's a fucking
Like-
Carl's Jr. wherever the fuck he
So a
eats.
nice restaurant.
They took him
Yeah,
to.
what-
they
can you
took-
give me? Can you triangulate a little bit better for
It's
me?
really well known in Maryland.
In Maryland,
It's a Maryland staple. They took the kids to a restaurant to show them how a nice restaurant works. Their words, nice restaurant. By the way, I love this place.
The Outback
I
Steakhouse.
love this place. No, that's way too nice.
I haven't been to a
Oh.
nice restaurant in like 10
All right.
years.
Is it
so-
is it the Applebee's?
Show them way too nice. They showed them the kitchen, how the ticket ordering is
Pizza Hut?
You're getting closer.
Lido?
Nailed it.
Wow.
They took him to Lido.
Ah,
Okay.
and showed them how it worked. And I asked Evan, what was it like? And he said the guy was really, really nice, but he kept going out for cigarettes. He said the man that was making was just
Which
heat
one
in the
did
dark.
they go to?
I think the one on Richie.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he said the guy was just, he said he loves pizza. He loves pizza more than his parents, but he's like, it was fun. The guy kept opening up the back door and I thought it was a cigar or a pipe, but it was a cigarette. So I held my breath.
The cigarette that he made for himself.
He had a special cigarette that one end is usually like gold or brown. This was white all the way through. And he started laughing a lot.
Also, it ends up I'm really funny.
Yeah, that's why I'm hysterical. So last week was culinary. This week is STEM survival.
Mm.
And they're learning how to identify plants and shit like that. And he always gets in the car, and I always ask that, hey, how was today? And he gets in the car yesterday. Today was day 2. Today they taught him how to survive if you fall in a pool,
Yeah.
and if someone you need to splint something, may he never need to do that. If you have a bone sticking out of your skin and my son's there, it's going gangrene. But he gets in the car yesterday, and before I'm even able to get the words out, so what'd you guys get into today? He sits down and goes, I learned how to make fire today.
Oh,
And I mean, he
shit.
leans in,
Oh,
he's like,
that's not good.
I know how to make a fire. I go,
There's no counting to 3 when that's involved.
I've never heard him so eloquently say something, because he's a little scattershot verbally.
Is he out back looking for the embers and shit?
Dude, we might have a situation, because I usually when you ask him, what did you have for lunch today? Well, Jeremiah he brought applesauce, but I wanted to trade. Just say you had a fucking sandwich, you had some grapes, and you had chips. I have never heard him so movie phone just sit down and go, I learned how to make fire today. And just stares at me. I go, all right. How'd you learn to make a fire? It's like, I could show you when we get home.
No shit.
I'm like, nice. All right. And what do you think is the first thing he reached for to make a fire?
A match.
A lighter. I'm like, did they teach you to
He's
use?
Not wrong.
Did he teach you to use lighters today? They go, no, but they taught us how to use mandolins and how to use flint, the things that you flick flint in to make a spark into dry grass. But I told them I got a much better way at home. I've seen my dad use it to light candles. And now I'm going to show you how to make a fire. I'm like, so you're just showing me how to use a lighter?
Does he know? Was he able to get the light?
Yes. He goes, he's like, watch this. Like, where are we going? We go into the backyard. He's got a lighter with him. He's like, look, he just finds a green leaf, nothing that'll ever light. And he's trying to light it. And he finally does. He's like, but he's looking at me the whole time. Like,
were you a little pyro when you were younger?
oh, yeah, big time.
So I remember, I can't remember which cousin it was, but one of my cousins showed me, he put lighter fluid in his hand. Okay.
Oh, that was a classic trick.
And
Did you have the bottle of water nearby? The bucket of water?
No, he just we put it out
shit.
on we put it
Okay.
out on this little piece of carpet that was in the workshop. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know who I used to show that to? You know who I used to
Everybody.
nobody. I do it on my own.
Oh,
I do it with nobody in there.
fuck.
I
Okay.
go to the workshop, and one time I remember I go into the workshop, I put some lighter fluid, I light it. I guess I got my hand caught on fire. I'm trying to put my
Trying
hand
to
out.
put it out. It
Yes,
won't go out.
I was able to finally get my hand out.
I
yes.
was taught
That was
by
the last time I ever did it. by the way.
a different Gordon. I always bring up skate Gordon, but there's two Gordons.
Yeah.
Gordon Selkirk taught me. You ever teaching me to flick matches? You could take
I mean,
a
I know
matchbook.
I've seen it done. I
Yes.
can't do it, but
You just take a classic matchbook that I'm not even sure if they make anymore, and you bend the match around so it touches the flint. You pinch it, and if you flick it real good, you'll shoot the tiniest little fireball at something 2 or 3 feet, just to the head of a match. And he taught me to do that. And I'm like, well, I have leveled up.
yes,
I now have a superpower.
I'm an X-Man.
Anybody comes near me, it's like, and you're on fire now. And
I'm Johnny Storm.
yes, anybody, I'm the human flame. I'm chucking, I'm fucking pyro. And my mom would decorate the front of our house for Halloween with dried corn stalks.
Oh,
She would have the
fuck.
pumpkins, she'd have hay bales, dried corn stalks on the pillar, the support beams. And I went, and one day I'm fucking flicking them, and I chuck one. It goes right into the dried bundles of corn stalk. It goes up like it's soaked in gas. And I'm looking at this 5-foot tall flame. And this is when my mom lived on her own.
Mom.
My dad and my mom had been divorced. So my mom lived there by herself. And luckily from here to the monitor was the hose. And I go down there. I hose the whole thing down. Holy shit. Oh my God.
What did it
And
look like?
it was pre-charred. The pillar was charred. And I go, fuck, I can put like more cornstalk over and they won't see it. And then I looked up at the ceiling and the entirety of the roof of the deck, the paint had bubbled completely out.
man.
And there's no hiding this.
Yes.
There's no hiding this at all.
So what did you just fessed up?
Well, this is the kind of the origin of my bullshit.
This is where it started.
It gets kind of closer. I go, I got to get myself out of this somehow. I got to get myself out of this. So I went and I put my arm near some of the soot to make it look like I'd burned myself. And I told my mom, I went and shot. She was taking a nap. She was drinking at the time. And I woke her up from a nice wine drunk and sobbing. I'm 12.
Okay.
And I go, the kids came by and they threw matches at me. The kids came by and they threw matches at me. And I said, someone came by and they threw matches and they sped off on their bikes. And she believed me completely.
Did you ever come clean?
No, absolutely not.
So
But to
she
this
died
day,
thinking that somebody.
Yeah, she died thinking someone's trying to set her boy on fire. My dad came over a day or two later to pick me up because we'd go over his house on weekends. It was still his house, much like a lot of divorces out there.
Yeah.
She's living in it, but he's paying for it. And you see, she meets him at the door.
Yeah.
And they're having a talk and all
Yeah.
that. I don't know what he said, but he's out there.
Yeah. So you're like, I'm gonna have to rely.
Yeah, and my dad comes. He's checking on me. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
She told me what you went. What? He bought me a Sega Genesis game.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
He bought me Space Harrier 2 because he thought some local ne'er-do-wells tried
Hold
to
on.
light me on fire.
Does he know?
No.
No, now you're motivated.
Hey.
That motivate you to lie.
Can we?
I'm like, I not only got
Oh,
away
that's
with
stuff.
it,
Yeah.
I got rewarded.
Hey, let's tell
man.
him. You wanna tell him? You wouldn't tell him today. You wouldn't tell him today.
Let's run it by Rob.
Okay.
Maybe for a special Patreon episode, I'll reveal to my dad that I'm the one that set the house on fire. And he bought me a Sega Genesis game because he thought his little boy went through it. There was literally no burns.
Of course, I mean, my father, who doesn't remember anything, he probably remember that.
I know he remembered
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I remember him having to have a contractor
me
come
ask you
out
this.
to put a new beam where the one had been charred.
Steven Chat said the Big John Stud cleaned the roof.
Years later, have you spoken of it many times since?
Oh, yeah.
Even in your 20s and 30s, you
It
continue.
probably hasn't been brought up in a few years, but if there's like a house fire story,
Hey, remember when those kids?
remember we almost had a couple of little scallywags in the neighborhood. And I use that term loosely. They came by and they're doing the match flick bit.
And you're in your
Justin's
30s
outside.
and you're not
I'm like,
admitting it.
Yeah, almost got
You think he
some of-
said it to you while you're in your 40s?
No,
30s,
it's probably been 10 years.
But 10 years.
But he
is-
doesn't forget the story.
Yeah.
And he had to repaint the whole deck
And
or the roof of the deck. And he had to have this pillar that was clearly, it was charred in. It looked like a piece of firewood. It was charred. He had to have a friend of his that was a carpenter come and replace. Inside of the beam was metal. That was the support beam. But the outside, they had to completely redo.
you think that you think that he's told that story to your girlfriend? You think that
I know
you,
he told it to an ex. I know he told it
so
to
you
Kathy.
guys have had, and you
Yeah.
immediately like, that's correct. That's exactly what
Oh, no, the minute I got in the car, I was like, he might be the only person that doesn't know.
I love that you're holding on to it, man. You won't let it go.
I haven't thought about this. I'm like, he can never know. If he hadn't bought me that game, like if I'd have just gotten away with it, I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Because Louis C.K. has got that great bit about the first time the child realizes the power of a lie. When, you as a kid, you go into the kitchen, you reach in the cookie jar, you take the cookie, you eat it. Clearly, there's one missing. Your mom comes up to you later and goes, "Did you eat the cookie from the kitchen?" And the kid goes, "No." She goes, "Okay," and moves on. You go, "Wait
Yes.
a second.
Yeah.
All I need to do is just tell you what you want. This is magic. It's like a child discovering sorcery." And I pulled off my fucking Ocean's 11 with
I
this
love
thing.
that you held on to it for 20 plus years. There's no reason for it at this point.
None.
There's it. I mean, you think he's going to be resentful that he's going to want the money back?
He's not going to be stoked. I can assure
okay.
you.
You think he'll be upset?
He's going to be worse than upset. He's going to be disappointed.
Oh man.
No, I'm going to turn 12 years old in front of him. It's going to fucking kill me if I find out he's known the entire time. And the only reason is he tells the story to people trying to get me to confess. And
Yeah.
I never do. I never fucking give it up.
God, if
That-
you bought
you know
the
what?
Sega Genesis waiting for you to fess up.
How about this? We have a pretty special number right now that are subscribers to the DLP Patreon. $4.99.
Mhm.
If we get to 520,
Okay.
if we get to 520, I will admit to my dad on this program. I will call him up. If I, as a matter of fact, he's a man about town. He's in Annapolis a lot.
We need to talk.
What if we get fucking old man Schlegel
Oh, yeah.
on the
Put him
show?
right in that fucking fourth seat right
We
there.
could talk. He could talk to us about his
Yeah.
time at brothels in the Navy.
He can show us pictures of those tacos that he
The tacos that he loved to text me
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
take a look, it's a taco. Should have never taught him to text. We could talk about a time that I was in a car with him. I don't know why he said this. I somehow made a butt sex joke with him in the car, and he made some comment like I said something that's like, yeah, it went in the wrong hole. I said something
How
like,
old were you when you said this?
it was teens. but
Okay.
I was living at home. I was a
Right.
teenager. But I made some joke about a friend, like, I don't know, I fell and the board shot up the wrong hole.
Right.
And he goes, there's a right hole, there's a better hole. And I was like, and I think my brother was like, ew, dude. Like, ew. He also once called himself one of the world's 10 best kissers.
God, do you think
Yeah.
do you think he is good at it? Do you think he is?
We'll find out. One of the SheLP members needs to come up here and French my dad.
I wonder what. I bet you he has a trick. Like he's like, oh, you take the tongue,
He
you
holds your fucking head.
Did
in
you
his
run
guys
it across
ever-
the roof
He
of her mouth.
holds
Did
it.
you guys ever walk in on your parents?
Like
no,
fucking.
but I heard it.
did.
I heard it.
I did. It was reverse cowgirl, and I gotta tell you,
No, it wasn't.
I
That
gotta
did not.
tell you, no.
I
Oh,
never
thought
saw
really-
it, but I definitely I had two. I had one where my mom and dad were divorced, but I think they were still hooking up.
Uh-huh.
And one night we were out in the living room with my friend. It was goddamn my friend Robert, myself, and my mom was out there. I think we might have been watching like Monty Python or something. We're just out there laughing. And my dad leaves the kitchen to go to bed. And he's like, all right, I'm heading off to bed, Mary Beth. And she's like, okay. And she continues to watch the show. And then we're out there, we're watching and all that. And like he comes out like 20 minutes later in a robe. And I've never seen him wear a robe. And he just kind of stands behind the sofa. He's like, are you coming to bed? And she like let this sigh out, like, I'll be there in 5. And then she got up and left. And I just ignored it. And Robert's like, you know he's fucking her, right? I'm like, "Hey, dude,
Oh.
no, I don't want to know that. Like the reasons he's like, that was a come to bed. We're doing this. You're hanging out here tonight. I'm hitting that. But I definitely heard them through the wall.
Oh,
Oh, man.
And it was awful
well, let me say this.
because
'cause
she was a talker
oh shit.
and it was specific.
So I'm interested in.
And she
Get it,
wanted
Terry.
get it, Terrence.
I'm interested in before
Make
you.
me squirt.
You're
Before,
so,
oh God!
you're
Before
so deep, Terry.
before,
Put
so
it in the
deep.
better hole.
before you answer, I'm interested in the longevity of it. Now, don't answer. So I remember I never walked in on my parents, but I remember not my mom, but Aunt Tish, my stepmom.
Yeah.
I remember they'd be upstairs and you could hear them through the ceiling. We were downstairs, and we go. It would be about 8 seconds. I kid you not.
Oh my
It would be
God.
about 8 seconds of the beginning, the crescendo, and the end. I'm telling you, it was so fucking brief. And I'm like, now at the time, I was like, oh God, that sucks.
Yuck,
But
dude.
now remembering, it's like, God, how unsatisfied was my poor stepmother.
that
God.
he was getting his and
He
moving
was
on.
done.
Do you think this is a crass question to
Mhm,
ask?
sure.
But
Fire away.
Aunt Tip, did she ever come?
God, that's a good question. I never heard her, obviously.
You never heard her cry out in throes
Yeah,
of
I've never heard
Do you think
that.
do you think he ever brought her to orgasm?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I got to imagine. I mean, they were married for a long time.
Because I can tell you, my mom busted.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, I
Terry,
would-
well, not only if you're a good kisser, you know
You
all the
know
other, you
all
know
the
all
ins
the
and
moves.
outs,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm telling you this. I would imagine over time you figure shit out, and the answer is yes.
Yeah.
But what I will say
Hand
is that if
manipulation.
you ask me if I think my father was a great lover, I don't even think he was a good lover.
I think he was probably mechanical.
I think he was a very selfish lover.
I bet it was, I'm going to put this there until, as you would say, the stuff comes out.
And then
we're
I'm going to
done.
roll over. I'm going to go to sleep.
Or finished. You clean yourself up.
That's right.
I'm done.
Just roll right over.
Just lay there in my filth. Did you ever hear the Grace?
I told you guys my mom was an amputee, so I'm luckily I never heard them.
What was she missing?
She missed a left leg.
A left
It was
leg.
amputated due to an ankle surgery.
I feel like that would be
Okay.
helpful.
I will tell you, the one time I did walk in, they were not doing reverse cowgirl, but my dad was a missionary, and he immediately turned around and said, "We're getting out of here!" And I got out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been walked in on by them?
No, no. I mean, I lived at home till I was like 23.
Okay.
Had girlfriends over, but never. Yeah, we always did it like at night.
Somewhere in a car,
Yeah,
somewhere in the
yeah.
woods, somewhere
Did
in
you
a
have
buddy's
a-
house.
Did you have a bedroom downstairs?
No, I never got that deal.
So you just have to like walk them past your parents' room. Is that how it
Yes,
worked?
Exactly.
And then they would be cool with it.
They were usually passed out drunk, so they didn't really,
Yeah.
didn't really know what was going on.
I'm almost positive my dad walked in on me. I had a young girlfriend by the name of Devin. And I'm pretty sure I was eating her ass. And it was pitch black dark. And there was like the glow of a computer monitor in the corner. But this is so shameful. We would film it and on a VHS Magnavox Handycam. And then we would watch ourselves while we had sex. And I don't think he noticed that on the TV, the glow of it wasn't a computer monitor, it was a TV. That there was a tape of ourselves having sex while I was eating her butt. And he walked in, he was like, "Oh, Jesus," and just shuts the door real quick.
How old were you at the time?
17.
I didn't
It was
know. So
senior year.
So
yeah.
first of all, congratulations, because at the age of 17, I didn't know that was something you could
That
do.
was her thing. That was she brought me up to speed about a lot of shit.
I didn't even know that women had orgasms when I was 17. I just thought that I would just pump away until the stuff came out.
Yeah.
I know
This is your duty.
I've told this story before, but I don't know that Tony's heard it, so I'll tell it to him. The very first girl that I ever had sex with, I was in her room. Her parents were away. Actually, she lived just with her mom. Her mom was away, and she was willing to have sex with me. I was wearing a button-up pink Oxford shirt, and over top of it, I had a gray sweater on that had like a checkerboard on the front of it. Okay.
You look like one of Heavy D's backup dancers.
It was, hey, I left both of them on during sex.
Ah.
They both stayed on. I had never had sex where I took my pants down. So that means that also my shoes, socks, and pants and underwear were also on. So there was not one article of clothing that had been removed. I put a condom on.
Bragging.
I literally, it's like how Super Soaker, you just, that was me going into the vagina and coming.
Yeah, just on the way in,
yes.
Yeah.
As soon as I go in, I come, I take the condom off, I throw it on the floor, I go, I can't do this. Now I've done it. It's over. Okay.
It's been done. But how do you phrase it to her? Like emotionally,
As
morally?
if somehow I feel like I'm right. I'm
to
doing
this.
something wrong I shouldn't be doing. I pull my pants back up. I'm out of there within 30 seconds.
Get them bugle boys up.
Because I don't have anything off. Even my keys and wallet are still in my pants because it's the 80s. So I have extra pockets.
Let me give you the clutch move you should have pulled.
Please.
I did this. And to this day, I'm not good in a pinch, but this is one of those moments where I was like, God damn, I was in the pocket. I dated a young woman outside of, was in my 20s before I moved away, but not long before I moved away. And we were only together for a few months. And the very first time we hooked up, God damn, what was her name? I wish Natalie. And the very first time, same thing, rub her up. She lived with her sister. They'd moved out, but they had this townhouse in La Plata. And same thing. I sneak in between those legs, and on the way in, I mean, on the way in, the warm tightness of it was over, and I go, oh God, this can't have happened. I've been waiting. I might have talked a little shit, and I got to take a couple of theater pumps. Like,
meanwhile, those are miserable.
It's horrible.
It's
I mean, it's
miserable.
so sensitive. It's so sensitive. And I go down to like, I'm gonna just. I take the base of the condom where it met my pelvis, and I give a little rip.
Oh.
And I get on like, hold on. Oh my God, we have to stop the condom tour. So we'll get another one. I don't have another one. I've got 10 in my backpack.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have another one. She's like, you take it off if you want to. I'm like, no. Not our first time. I can't. Let's wait. Let me take care of you. And I mean, I gave her some pretty bomb top, but on the way in, it was over. And I pretty like, oops, sorry. This massive crank of mine has shredded this lifestyle. And she had no idea. We should get her on and I'll tell her.
Oh,
The same episode we get my dad on. Let's do the Justin confesses to his bullshit series.
I think
we'll take it from now until the year 2100.
I did. Again, some of these stories I might have told. We've been doing this show for a long time.
Skull
As you
Show
know, we
Theater
just
Punks.
had our millionth download. I met this girl in the mall. I was working at the Buster Brown Shoes. And she worked at Bags and So On. It was a bag where they embroidered your name on the bag. And I was talking shit, and I was somehow able to lure her back. Actually, it was her place. She had her own place. And so I remember I was having sex with her, and she was a very, very skinny girl. Okay. And I had her in the position where I didn't have to look at her, which is my favorite position, right? To not have to look.
Yes.
And I realized I'm never going to get there. I'm so disgusted by what I'm seeing. I'm never going to get there. So I faked.
You faked a bust.
I faked a bust. I had an orgasm on, and I did the wiggle, and I did that. And I go, and I went in there and I flushed that bitch down the toilet, and that was the end of it. And I faked.
Have you faked an orgasm, Tony?
I know. I wonder. No, I've not. I have not.
I think I have in my younger days because of inebriation.
I have faked not having an orgasm.
You have.
I keep going. It's things.
Yeah, so good.
I'm still,
You seem to not be as into it anymore.
Wait, is everything okay? You're shrinking
You
rapidly.
seem a little bored right now.
Who was your first smash? Do you know?
So speaking of like parents walking in, I never saw my parents walk in. Never saw me. But in high school, a girlfriend's mom walked in. We weren't having full sex, but I had her up on the kitchen table and my fingers deep. And having a great time. And then she walks in. She's just like, Tony, it's time for you to go home.
Oh, the mom caught you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
how did you have two?
There's two.
Two?
Yeah, two trying to work three. She was a whore.
Yeah.
She was a whore.
She flicks the lights on. They're completely in her ass.
The fist her ass.
Yeah,
her vagina completely.
But I remember
It's the minivan, the two in the front, the five in the back.
as I was saying, okay, I was also withdrawing. So
So you hear the squish.
Oh,
You hear the removal of squish.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Not
I've
good.
told these guys the story. The one where same thing. I mean, 1-to-1 where I'm laying on a girlfriend, and we're downstairs, basements like this basement, and she had her basement bedroom down there, and we're on a sofa, and I am almost completely naked. I don't know how I got so naked. She still has her shoes on.
Yeah.
I mean, she is completely clothed, and we're laying side by side, and we're facing her, and I have my hand down the front of her pants. So I'm doing the same thing. And then you just hear the dad's feet. Justin, time you went home. And he turned the light on at the top of the steps, which bathed the room in light.
Were you?
And I mean, does like Keystone Cops trying to put and to leave, because it was one of those nice basements where you can go in through the basement door, not have to go to the house, hello, Mr. Peters. Like, no, you just like, hell, leave the back door open, slide it open. And in a haste, I put everything on. I'm like, gather my shirt, and I walk right through a screen door. This guy
Did
got
you keep going?
I kept walking. I blasted this guy's daughter and then just Kool-Aid man through his screen door. So when he had to fix that thing, inevitably, he's like, this was broken by the pervert that got caught fingering my thick princess.
So, again, a story I've probably told already, but I was going on vacation with the family of my girlfriend at the time. I was in college. She had just graduated from high school. So we were a year apart. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to leave for Ohio. We're driving tomorrow. You can stay here tonight. We're leaving at 5 a.m. I have an air mattress for you. You sleep on the air mattress. So I'm sleeping on the air mattress. Okay. That night, I have a wet dream. And I fucking just gush all over the fucking sheets. All over. I mean,
you put it
all over. Okay. And I was like, it was like Peter North for some reason, right?
Just ropes.
Just everywhere, right?
I've never had one.
And I'm like, oh, it sucks to be you. But this is not a good time to have
No,
one.
it sounds horrible.
So I literally gathered up the sheets and I put them in the washing machine and I started the wash. And I go, hey, I put those in the washing machine. They go, oh, well, you don't have to just wash the sheets. I go, oh, too late. I already
okay.
did it, whatever. But also my underwear's in there.
It's in there also because they're covered in
Also,
load.
My underwear and the t-shirt I was wearing is also in there.
This might be a Patreon story, Tony. You might not know the story, but I know the story. But it's one of the ones that Joe has confessed to me in the past. And I'm not even going to give you a hint, but I typed it out. That story.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad one.
Is that a Patreon?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Because that is a fucking
that's a very bad
story.
Bad
You did
story.
nothing illegal.
No. Well, I definitely did something
none of this
very
is
bad.
morally right.
Yes,
No. Being
This one
immoral.
is extra immoral. Yeah, that's a tough one. Look,
If you ever want to, that's a story worth
that's
telling.
something that I have to say. I'm not that person anymore.
None
whatever
of us
that
are these
is.
people.
But
I'm not
God,
figuring
that one
anybody
is
in basements.
a gnarly one. Yeah, okay, possibly. But again, I already struggle with being the least liked of the three, and so this is not going to help that. You know what I'm
No, it will
saying?
not aid it. But
This
again,
is
it's
not gonna
20
help
years ago. It's a different time.
Yeah.
Let's just stick with that time
Yeah,
frame. That's okay.
it is.
In the lore,
It's about 20 years
20
ago.
years ago. No, I
Yes.
mean, like it's the Tim Miller joke that I regularly reference, and I love, and more people should know about comedian Tim Miller. And he goes, "A man's sex drive never goes away. It's the things that he's willing to do for the sex that goes away." He goes, I'm in my current age, I'm not crossing state lines for pussy.
Yeah.
You need to have the same zip code as mine, and then sure.
They were crossing the
They
what's the
crossed the fucking Isle of Man.
yeah.
They crossed the.
Yeah.
That's a nutso story.
Not a good one.
That is
Not a
one
good
for a Patreon. So
Should we take a break for some ads?
you know what? I think we shoved some in there earlier.
Okay,
we didn't
cool,
take any
cool.
earlier,
All
but
right.
we know we're going to be able to find some stories for them. During the podcast, I alluded to it earlier. If you heard a little audio in the background, Joe's basement, which has all but become a U-Haul storage facility for a couple of current and former midshipmen. As we speak, there is someone basically doing the last 10 minutes of a Hoarders episode where they come in and clean everything
Yeah, by
and
the way,
organize
just
it.
from what I see, yes, Stan, by the way, anybody who was at the party met Stan. Stan is moving in.
Stan's great. What a great addition to the
Stan
house.
is one of my best friends. I love Stan, but Stan needs a place to stay for a little while, and you know how it works in the Robinson.
Get the fuck in here. The more the merrier.
Gets,
Old woman that lived in a shoe.
but he's also kind of jacked. He's got a little U in him. You know what I mean? I
He's
don't.
bulky.
Yeah, and so
No, I've
he's a,
hugged Stan. He's tight.
he's a little bit of a workout freak, so he's going to put some weights down here, which is good for me because I think maybe he might guilt me into actually exercising.
He's like, I'm going downstairs. Get in 20 minutes with me.
However, the problem is that this basement needs to be cleaned up, and it's too daunting for me. So he's been cleaning it up this whole
The
episode.
entire
before that.
show,
And-
off camera, we've had a complete refurbishment
Even
of
what
your
we're
basement.
It's
seeing-
also really hard to work out on morphine. It's just
It's
Hey,
really
really hard,
a good pump when you're oxying out of your fucking
Just
mind.
so you know, the morphine is completely gone. It's
Oh,
been
wow.
consumed by me, all however many milligrams.
Well,
of it.
hey, you're no longer the guy that's injected anything. I now am. I have got a doctor that has put me on a new med called Retatrutide. Look it up. Ask your doctor for it. You can't get it. It's still in clinical trials.
Oh,
Yeah, but I kind of got backdoored through a physician that I know on this is like, okay, if Ozempic and Mounjaro and Wegovy are a Nissan Sentra, this thing is a V8 Nissan GTR.
but why are you trying? That's for weight, right?
Well, apparently it increases your heart rate. It gets rid of fat around your organs. It lets you retain muscle. So you lose
all right.
almost exclusively body fat. You
And
have
that's
to
it.
up your protein quite a bit or it will waste away some muscle.
What are you doing with? What do you just?
Once a week in the
No,
in the
I'm talking
stomach.
about in terms of your diet.
Just my regular diet. I eat pretty
So
good.
it's clinical trials.
Clinical
That
trials.
means-
I am a part of the trial.
Okay.
Do you have any side effects?
Oh, let's talk. So I've
Well,
been
before you, Did they tell you before you experienced them what they might be?
Yes, and I don't think they told me all of them.
Okay.
There's a huge one that I've never heard in regards to any of these things. You got your standard, some nausea.
Uh-huh.
You have some indigestion, maybe. Some people
Heartburn,
feel,
My blood
possibly.
screams. Yeah, there's some
my,
new stuff there.
my hair changed color. Suddenly, just my feet are racist. Just my feet. Just my feet. It says loss of joy. That this thing has some sort of
It depresses you.
what's the chemical up there?
Serotonin.
It's like a serotonin suppressor in some people that you could feel a loss of joy.
so
That I'm a little like, I'm not sure if I'm into that, but I'm not really joyful to begin with.
Have
So I'm
you-
not gonna be sure I'm gonna be
how
able to
long have you
tell.
been on it?
I'm on week 3. Next Monday is gonna be week 4.
Have you had any loss of joy?
No, I'm still pretty upbeat. I'm
Yeah.
still pretty good. I actually recorded Just Justin on it, but I'm still building it up in my system.
So have
But-
you ever done a drug called ecstasy? Are you guys familiar with the drug of
Yes.
ecstasy?
You and I did it at medieval times.
So
It had
if
one of the
you
greatest nights of our lives.
if you have ecstasy from say the 90s or early 2000s, it is an outstanding drug, maybe my favorite drug. But what's been coming out the last 10 years or so is not the same thing as what we used to take back in the day.
Is ecstasy Molly now?
Yeah, I
It's-
don't
it's the
honestly.
sisters,
It's
right?
MDMA. I don't really know the difference. I've seen it in pill form. I've seen it in crystals. Maybe somebody will be able to say. I don't know. I think it's supposed to do the same thing, where it releases all the serotonin in your brain and it makes you feel like it's a surprise party for you, wherever.
No
you are.
matter what. Yeah,
Right.
it's an orgy, only you're invited.
Yeah. The problem is that once you deplete all that, then the next day you have what's called this blue period.
You have the slingshot effect.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man, it's almost not worth it to feel that down. You know
No,
what I mean?
I've been honest with you in the past. You know, I might have done a tootski or two, and in the moment you're like, I don't understand why this drug gets a bad rap. I mean, this is a lot of fun. Then the next day you get the bounce back, your brainstem hurts, and you think of every mistake you've ever made.
Yeah.
And you feel like you feel sad and guilty.
Yeah, the
And
guilt.
I'm like, I don't
Yes.
feel guilt.
I hate post coke guilt, which is why you just feel such a dirtball afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna give this about 6 or 7 weeks. They say that people that take this shit that are obese, and I don't think anybody here is obese.
Wow.
You could lose, even if you want to lose some weight, people lose 30% of their body weight.
All right.
That's a fucking lot. Look up this shit.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that. You look like
No.
mother's milk.
I'm taking a small amount
Okay.
to help with some of the fat around my organs.
It's
And I do want to lose about 10 to 15 pounds because I got a little too big for my frame. I'm 5'9". Like I say, I'm the only honest 5'9" man you'll ever meet. They're all say we're 5'10". But I'm trying to skate again with Evan, and I'm heavy on the board.
Okay.
I feel cumbersome. I feel like I'm like wobbling around on the thing. If I can get back down to 185 on this stuff and still maintain muscle, I'll be fine. But I'm going to give this thing like the summer and see what it does. But I'm excited to see if you get like a depressed
I
man.
want to get in on this because I haven't really felt joy in about 45
Then
years.
there's
difference
nothing
does it
you
make, right?
Yeah,
notice.
so I have zero side effects.
It's the happiest we'll ever
it's
see you.
all upside.
You won't shit for weeks. I will say the first 2 weeks, I had these strangest rabbit pellet turds where I felt like, oh my God, I really got to go. This thing's just going to be a coiler.
And it
You
was
take your
just-
t-shirt off and you take dumps or no?
I take my pants all the way
You
off.
take your pants all
Pants
the way off.
Pants all the way off.
Fold it or just on the floor?
I have a little border next to
Is
the
it
sink,
white?
and I set it up.
Is it white trash to take your shirt off?
I don't take my shirt
You
off.
ever gotten completely
for
naked for one?
anything.
I take my shirt off.
You take your shirt all the way off the
at
shit?
home. At home. At work, no.
Do you
But at
eat-
home, I take the shirt off.
Do you ever eat when you shit?
I don't. I had a friend though that he had kids. He was like changing diapers. He it was a mess. He didn't bother washing his hands. Then he's like sitting on the toilet eating, and he realized he has like shit all over his fingers.
Oh!
While he's also trying to take a
Oh,
dump. I'm
God.
like, you need to get your life together. You need to get it.
What's one of the grossest things that you could eat while you're going to the bathroom?
Chocolate pudding.
Okay, yeah, because of the aesthetics of it.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I ate something I thought was pretty gross.
I would say barbecued ribs.
Ribs, yes, because the fingers. Okay, yes,
Yeah.
messy
Right.
wings. You're doing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I had a small crock of French onion soup, and I took it downstairs. It was on Thanksgiving,
yeah.
and somebody brought over like late to the party. They made French onion. We're like, oh, there's always room
And you
for
were
that.
shitting during
And I
it?
went downstairs with it, and I was just backing one out, eating. I mean, I went through the cheese and everything.
Yeah.
It was eating, And I mean, like real
Anything-
good, like heaves, and then another mouthful of like hot French
Yeah.
onion soup.
Anything
That's
that you have
disgusting.
to like crumble crackers in, that's not good.
Yeah,
right?
anything I'm gonna crunch
A
up
broccoli
tortilla
and
chips,
cheese. Yeah, where
Yeah,
you're
a nice blue cheese crumble, anything that you need to manually manipulate with your
salad.
hands.
You're eating a whole
Yeah.
Cobb salad.
Yeah, you have like a big, like a nice hoagie that you have to hold and set down, then wipe, and
yeah.
then reach back for it.
I mean, that seems more. That's actually seems better than anything that's on a plate that requires a knife and fork to eat it. Right?
Like a huge charcuterie tray on your lap where you're
Yeah.
eating like the mini pickles, and ooh, that's a pepper.
I'm
and
thinking
then
more like a fettuccine. You're spinning it on.
Oh,
the,
yeah. you're spiraling it up.
Yeah, that would.
So
be,
did you? So Tony, let's rewind to what you just said though. Did you remove your shirt today? Is it every time?
It is about 90% of the time.
what if
yeah,
you have to
at home.
shit at my house?
Shirt's
I
coming. off.
wouldn't. Shirt will not come off. Shirt will stay on. It's only when I'm in the comfort of my own home.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you have how many bathrooms in your house?
I have 3.
Do you have one you exclusively dump in?
Absolutely,
I have one
yeah,
too. I have my
yeah.
dump bathroom. I have one. The little alcove you've taken me to, where they had the old woman trap before you lived there,
Mhm.
the old lady that lived in there, your
Yes.
office. Is there a bathroom in there?
There's no bathroom in there. which
I would
is
live
crazy.
exclusively in there if there was a
because-
bathroom.
Before I bought the house, the owners, their Russian mother lived in this little office that's off the back of the garage. They wouldn't let her come inside the house.
Have you been to Tony's house?
There-
I have
It's
it.
a lovely house.
There was no toilet. There's not enough space for a bed. I don't
How
understand.
anybody lived in this room is fucking insane.
What's
it's like
in
the
there now?
flowers
What's
in the
in there
attic.
now?
Right now, it's just an office I use. when I
Okay.
work from home.
It's a killer office. It is. I'm envious of this space because he's
Right.
got this big, beautiful window that looks out to the backyard. It goes right to his garage.
and you can't hear your family.
You can't hear shit. You
That
can
sounds
cuss.
good.
You can yell. I have to hang up all this in my house. I've got soundproofing.
Yes.
I've got, and they still hear me. This space is awesome. But then when he gave me like the sordid history
Yes.
of this old woman, basically Zelda from Pet Cemetery
Yes.
was kept in this fucking thing.
Part office, part Jack Shack,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
All
the
right,
old
I
one.
gotcha. Is that the room that you masturbate in?
That's one of a few. That's one of a few.
I only masturbate in my bedroom. I don't even masturbate in the
I
shower
know.
anymore.
You've told the story. You
That
take the
used to
polo
be-
shirt off, and that's what you wipe
Yeah,
off
yes.
on, and
Well,
you
I'm
throw
the
on
new thing
floor.
I do is I lay down a towel from the back that I've been using from the back of the door, and I just lay it down. So I
I
can
should
just-
ask a funny question about you in regards to that. Out of nowhere the other day, she was asking how the million download party went. I'm like, oh, it was great. Everybody had a good time. Food was good. West End was excellent. And she said, 2-part question. She goes, how's Joe? And does he still wash his dick in the sink? And I was like, I don't know. He hasn't brought it up in a while.
No, well, hold on. The only reason that I ever did that was because I didn't want to take a full shower, but I was trying to be kind to whoever my partner was at the time. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So,
It does.
so,
Another good show title, by the way, Poon Goon Room.
but yeah,
It's a great
who
one.
said that? That's really
Jared,
good.
what's up?
Oh, nicely done. But I only did that as a courtesy.
Yes.
But once I was shit upon, metaphorically,
Metaphorically.
I haven't done it since.
Were you asked to at any point, like, hey, go wash your
No,
dick?
never.
No one's ever asked you
That was
to.
just something I did as a courtesy.
So just me. Okay.
That happened. You mean with the current?
Yes, yeah. It's like, go wash that off. You've been
I'm not.
You've
Yeah.
been skateboarding all day long. You've been pretending to do heel flips all day long. You just got back from MCW where Ken Dixon beat the shit out
That's
of you. You took your
nice.
tights off.
That's
It's
nice
cheesy.
that she would even ask you to do that because that usually means that something's on the table.
Yeah, under duress, but yeah, it's been a long, long time.
Yeah.
But
gotcha.
I do remember it's happened post COVID. Where it was like, yeah, just go hose that off. I think I was like in the backyard, like helping set up a garden that's going to
that
produce.
seems like a reasonable request. But for me,
Yeah,
I would go on my own. You know what I mean? I feel like I would, but I would still go to the sink.
yeah.
I would still do that.
Give yourself a once over.
Sure, why wouldn't I?
I think I've probably had some smelly penis in my time.
Is there something?
I think there's probably been a couple of people that had some girl talk the day or two afterwards. Like, you'll never
yeah.
guess who I hooked up with, and his balls were
Yeah, I will take a full on shower.
Yeah.
Sometimes before sex. I've never just washed my dick. I think
Well,
that
the-
just seems odd.
yes,
And-
obviously.
and also odd to tell people about. I don't.
well, I have a podcast, but that's the thing. It's like sometimes time is of the essence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Where
You
your
gotta get
window,
going.
if you miss that window,
You're
it's
done for a
over
week.
you. Right? Clearly, I'd rather get in the shower and say everything's on the table.
Yeah, go
Right?
for it. I scrub
Whatever
the front,
we're
scrub
doing,
the back.
everything is on my feet. Whatever,
Go
everything's on the
nuts.
table.
Hosed off.
But if I can't have everything on the table, that area has to be on the table. Follow what I'm
That's
saying?
Fair, that's
integral.
fair, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
I need whatever can possibly happen in that area that has to be available to me.
You ever smelled yourself during when you're giving yourself pleasure time at 12:30?
Many
A
times.
few times, like
Many times.
Jesus, hey,
Yeah.
turn a fan on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a few times I've caught a whiff.
Whenever that happens, I'm always like, thank God it's just me. But I will say that there's been times
I'll put up with this.
when, like, after I've worked out or maybe I did yard work or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm like, before I shower, let me lay the towel down. You know what I mean? Let me do what I do. Let me get my TV on the.
Yeah.
I go into the what do you call it, incognito mode.
Oh yeah, it's always
On the TV.
which I think there was
It's called Silk.
I don't know
it's
about Silk. But I know
That's
about
the name of the-
incognito.
That's the name of the internet browser on my Samsung television.
So Joe, how many videos do you go through before you land on the
I'm
one?
telling you, I do one video.
Wow.
Jesus, I mean, I do some
Yeah,
archaeology.
no,
I'm
no,
jumping.
I'm in and
Little
out.
of this. Oh, it's a buffet. I
This
got
is-
multiple tabs
This is
open.
the truth. It's that's maybe once or twice a week max. I'm not that I'm like, oh, I'm a but no, it's just I'm either lazy or never get around to it. But what I usually do is I go, okay, where is the stepsister or whatever? Where's that?
Yeah.
And then I find that and then I turn that on and I usually look. I go by the
Oh.
percentages. Do you do that? I'm like, oh,
It has to be highly rated.
yeah, I'm not going to an
I'm like,
88%.
But
That
I go,
means-
why is that important to me? That shouldn't be important.
Because here's why, because what's going to happen in there, I need everybody to have wanted to see it.
You in a
Right.
particular
Uh-huh.
category these days? Or you
What?
just kind of wherever the
No,
mood
I told you,
strikes?
I do the stepsister.
Steps.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing you're into.
Yeah, I like
Do
this.
you do you bounce around, Tony, or just kind of just wherever
I
the,
bounce
the,
around. I bounce
wherever
around.
it
I
is.
will never give up the categories I go to. That is a
I won't tell you.
top tier.
but I'll show you.
All right.
All right, that's
That's not a category.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, you just search that bareback.
I will say one thing about that. I did have a video. That I looked at today, and
Uh-huh.
there was two women involved, right? And one woman had an eye just shooting in the other
Oh,
direction.
just full walleye.
just shooting in the other
Just
direction.
full fucking one of
And
these.
you know what I did? Went right through the whole thing.
Got that nut, and
Got
we
all
went
the
through
way to the end.
another great one. Hey, thank you so much to our special guest, Tony Graysick from the Tony and Chris Show. Larry Poon's Christmas dance party, Christian dance party, bookended the Patreon Palooza. Thank you so much. Continue to comment on that. He needs the acknowledgement. You don't know how fucking bad it is when you don't comment. So get in that shit. Loved it. Listen to it. Share it. Rob will be back next week. We got a lot of stories
Oh,
to
hey,
tell.
next week we're going to do
The fast food will
fast
be here.
food.
The food will be here. Chris
Clearly-
Carlheim's going to bring his food.
Chris Carlheim won in a landslide.
I'm
Okay.
so pissed at
In
you
a
guys.
landslide. You and I are within one vote of one another. Rob is within 2 votes of us.
We're going to be eating Roy Rogers
Yes.
baked beans.
And Chris has 50% of the votes.
it's
We
disgusting.
split the remaining 50%.
I'm so unhappy with you guys. All right. We appreciate it. This has been the DLP Agenda.